We are talking about the path of breath today. Now, the first start of manifestation of the vibrating breath of life is consciousness. The second start is vibration. And the third start is prana, the energy of that breath. When that movement, that flux of prana enters into the grossness of a body, then it moves through the many subtle channels existing in the body. There are actually more than 72,000 principal veins, and these are gross. Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna Nadi are the three predominant subtle veins or channels that function as that path of breath. The first vein on the left side is called Ida. The predominant vein on the right side is called Pingala, and the particular artery between these two veins is called Sushumna. These three veins pertain to the states of consciousness. The perceived state of consciousness, or the objective state of consciousness, is connected with the left vein. It is represented by the moon. Perceiving, or the cognitive state of consciousness, is connected with the right vein and is represented by the sun. And the perceiver, or the subjective state of consciousness, is the function of that central vein, which is represented by fire. Now, when I speak of fire, I am referring to that internal spark that all things have. A scientific example would be from that periodic table of elements, a soft silver golden metal called cesium, which is element number 55. This element is liquid at room temperature, and it is used to set atomic clocks because its pulsations are extremely accurate. When this metal is focused on under a microscope, you can measure its internal spark, a light that which pulses 9.2 billion times a second. This is the spark. This is the fire that I speak of. This is that fire that all things have. All 7 billion atoms in your body are all pulsating, all creating this energy. This is the fire and spark of your central vein. It has been measured that an average person will emit 100 to 1,000 photons of energy per second, but during meditation, it can reach hundreds of thousands of photons per second. Proper, attentive meditation amplifies that internal spark. It greatly increases the flow of your energy. Now, remember, we are all energetic beings at the very core. We are just a vibration. According to the proof provided by quantum mechanics, a science dealing with the behavior of matter and light on the atomic and subatomic scale, a scientific philosophy that is finally proving what our masters have stated for thousands of years. So, by maintaining awareness of the breath while inhaling and exhaling, you direct and carry these movements of breath to that central vein. In the Svachandra Tantra, it instructs you to take your breath out through the right nostril and in through the left nostril. This is the purification of all 72,000 veins, and it is the purification of that path toward that final liberation, or moksha. This is the breathing exercise that I personally do a lot of the time. It is very easy to learn. You bring your internal awareness to your left nostril while inhaling, and then divert your awareness to your right nostril while exhaling. This just focusing on that movement of air going in and out. It can be done anywhere. You can do it walking, shopping, working, during conversation. You can do it if you are in a state of fear or anxiety. If you are upset or in an argumentative situation, it will help you to stop the thoughts of that differentiated perception and control the monkey mind. Now, there are two movements of this breath. The first initial movement of that breath, which is only filled with life, is called pranana. When a woman conceives a child in her womb, that child is initially produced with pranana. In that child, there's no breathing, there's only life. This breathless breath is the breath of life. At that first movement of that energy, this supreme goddess of God consciousness is transformed into this kind of breath. And then this breath is transformed into a second movement of breath, which is breathing in and breathing out, prana, which is called prana. Now, the breath of life, pranana, is the seed of that breathing in and breathing out. Now, that second movement of breathing in and breathing out is prana, which is exhaling, creates, and inhaling destroys. In reality, this breath is residing in the heart of all beings. Now, this connection with breathing in and breathing out is your real nature. Upon returning from that eternal state of God consciousness, the connection with breathing in and breathing out occurs naturally. It is your nature to travel with this breathing movement. So, just as soon as you descend from that state of God consciousness, you begin the journey of breathing in and breathing out. It is said that the first change of God consciousness takes place in the breath. Therefore, as long as you continue to breathe, your body must also continue to exist, so that breathing is possible. And so you maintain this body of the 5 elements.